We are here to share stories of people, places, and things. So next time you sit down to hear a story, remember, you are taking part in something that is deeply ingrained in who we are as human beings.
When I was younger, I played football. Like at the end of the day, I always preferred stuff like shot put and wrestling. When you lost a match, you couldn't blame anyone else, and that's exactly how weightlifting is. Like the only person that you can blame is yourself for not putting in the work to be better.
I always had a good relationship with him, and you know, his parents had gone through divorce. I wanted to spend some good time, just nephew-uncle time. Started lifting heavy, and snatching, clean and jerking, and Mason wanted to be part of that. He thought that was cool. It wasn't long after that he gave me a call and told me he hit 185 on a snatch.
My training shifted from cardio and stuff for wrestling to lifting more weights to focusing entirely on lifting weights. I did a USA weightlifting sanctioned event, which was put on by my team, Drive Barbell, and it was significant because it's the first like real test of how this summer's training has been going. And I just wanted to put on like a good show for all the people at home and test where I'm at now with 6 months left until Junior National Championship. Olympic weightlifting is the competition of two different lifts. The snatch, which is moving the bar from the ground to overhead smoothly in one motion and then showing control. And the clean and jerk, which is moving the bar from the ground to the shoulders and then from the shoulders to overhead and showing control. Usually you'll see the snatch is lighter because it's more technical and you have to move the bar further. More weights get lifted during the clean and jerk because you're in more advantageous positions. You don't have to move the bar as far to get it from the ground to your shoulders, and then you don't have to move the bar as far to get it from your shoulders to overhead. And so as a result, that's usually where the meat is won. Last week at the home meet, I did 136 kilo snatch, which is 300 pound snatch, and 162 kilo clean and jerk. I'm not 100% sure what that is in pounds. I'm ranked #1 currently with the highest total posted so far this year, and on nationally as a 96 as a junior, I'm ranked #2, second to Jaden Washington. I want to be the best in Oregon. I want to be #1 in the nation. I like coaching, and I like sharing the knowledge that I have accrued to people who are as passionate as I am or more passionate than I am about weightlifting. And if I can take all the knowledge I've learned in the amount of time I've been doing it and deliver it in a more concise way that's more efficient and gets them to learn faster, then I want to do that. My only advice is be ready to do work. The stronger you get, the harder the weights get to lift.
Come on, mates! Ha!
You can control everything. You can control how you eat. That fuels your performance. You can control how you rest, what times you rest, for how long, the quality of your rest. You can control your types of training, whether you're working on positional strength or brute strength, or like minutely controllable on an individual level, that it just appeals to me more.
So he's got all next year, 2019, as a junior still. So the goal for next year is to make the podium at Junior Nationals and possibly make a Junior Pan Am or Junior World team. He probably has to be top 2 at Junior Nationals to make one of those teams.
During preparation for Junior Nationals, Adam and I had decided it would be a good idea to cut a weight class. So instead of entering as a 96 kilo lifter, I'd be entering as an 89 kilo lifter, which meant that I'd have to cut over 25 pounds in under a month and try and maintain my strength. It was definitely a considerable risk, but if successful, it would dramatically increase my odds for a gold. When everything was said and done, I don't want to say I was disappointed in myself or disappointed in my performance, but I was definitely not satisfied with the way things had turned out. There was 1 kilo separating first and second place, and there was 1 kilo separating second place and me, so 2 kilos was between me and that dream. And you know, it made for a very somber flight back from Chicago. And I spent a lot of time on that flight thinking about how that was my final championship as a junior. It was the closest I had ever been to actually getting that gold medal and making that world-class team and competing at that world championships. So like a week after I landed, I got a letter of offer from one of the colleges that I had applied to. Now I'm going to be going to school for a Bachelor's of Sports and Exercise Science, and I feel like the timing of that letter of offer was so perfect. It was like life was sending me this message that was, hey, maybe you didn't do as well as you would have liked in this one part of your life, but there are still other things that are important, and here's an opportunity to go and do that. And I'm excited to see what the future has to offer for me.